Hello, you're listening to Questboard, a podcast where we make up random side quests. My name is Brandon.
And I'm Tiffany. And just so you know, we are not professional writers in any way, shape, or form. At least we don't claim to be. We just really like tabletop RPGs, and we do this for fun.
That's right. How are you, Tiffany?
I'm doing all right.
I have no banter prepared.
Yeah, no. It's kind of hard when we record 2 episodes in one day. I got all my banter out of the way in the last one.
I don't even remember what we bantered about.
It
was a week ago.
No. I talked about tea, and I'm still working on that same cup of tea a week later. Not really, no. That'd be weird.
Okay. Since I don't have anything to talk about, I'm going to recommend, I just started playing, I'm in the middle playing Persona 3 Reload. I love Persona games, and I've been playing them backwards because my first one was 5, then 4 came out on Steam, and then 3 came out on Steam, and so I've been slowly playing them backwards.
It's funny, that works because they aren't continuous.
And 5 is still the best.
Well, it's the newest.
Fight me. No, I'm talking about like theme, music style.
No, I love the entire like theme of it. Have
you played it?
I've watched the anime.
Oh, okay.
And I now have 2 friends who are very into Persona anything.
Oh, well, I'm not like, I didn't buy the dancing games or anything like that.
That's one I would play.
But yeah, now I have to buy the vinyl for number 3.
Oh no.
Hopefully it's available. Because I only bought the vinyl for 4 and 5 because I'm like, oh, I play those games. I like those music.
Oh, the music is such a bop.
Well, each game has like its own theme of music. And 5's jazziness is the best one.
The jazzy is good.
But I still enjoy the music and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Although I do have to say I'm terrible at remembering names, but my favorite character in 5 is essentially a fusion of my 2 favorite characters from 4.
Okay, which one? I don't remember names completely as well. But
okay, in 4, it's the blonde punk and the strawberry blonde joker, I guess. He's a jokester.
Okay. Yeah, the comic relief.
Yeah, essentially.
And the comic relief in number 5 is a punky looking comic relief.
Yeah,
okay.
No, he's essentially a combination. I know his name. His name is Ryuji.
Yeah, I did. He was never in my party when I played 5.
Oh, I like him. He's a sweetie.
I know that Persona 5 Royale or something like that. It's the
there's no E at the end. I think it's just Royal.
I need to play that one because they add on a completely new character who's a hot redhead.
Oh, yeah, you gotta bring in the hot redhead.
But I was like, I love that game so much. I'm like, I should play it again, but
yeah.
I keep pushing it back because I played the game before.
Gotcha. Well, there you go. Finish playing all the other ones, and then you come back and play that one.
I don't even know if I want to play 1 or 2.
I have no idea what's even in 1 or 2. I only know about 3, 4, and 5 from talking to our mutual friend Hannah.
But maybe if they ever do the remakes. I'm slowly just going through them because they've been remade and released for PC.
Yeah, okay. That's really cool that they're doing that.
Yeah. I mean, God, it gets people like me to pay full price for an old game.
Right. Or like me, where every single time they remake Shadow of the Colossus, I'll buy it.
Or that.
I have every version, and I have played religiously every version.
You know how many times I've bought Skyrim?
Do I want to know?
4 times. Okay. PS3, PS4, and technically PC twice.
Wow.
The PC twice is because I was like, my friend was getting me into modding. And so but then when I tried to get the game, the modding wasn't for that version of the game.
Oh, shoot.
Because there's a difference between anniversary edition or special edition or legendary edition or something like that. It's like the different versions.
That's annoying.
And yeah, so I had to technically buy the game twice on PC.
All for the mods, huh?
Mods are awesome. I started getting really into modding because of that. Downside though is it crashed a lot.
Yeah, mods tend to crash things.
So it was a lesson to be learned. But I do light modding now.
Yeah.
Whenever I get back into Baldur's Gate 3, I'm gonna just mod that game. Actually, speaking of that, a friend of mine, an online friend of mine, was telling me he was going through playing through Baldur's Gate 3 with a friend of his. And he's telling me like he modded the game where any dice roll for a skill check in that game, it doesn't tell you what the DC is, so you don't know whether or not to use an inspiration or not.
See, that's how real D&D works.
And he also took away, yeah, it was a lot of things that was closer to real D&D because he also took away enemy health bars. So he didn't know how close they were to dying. He took away the, if you go into a room and then it says you failed a perception check on the top left, he took that away so it doesn't know if he failed a perception check in that area.
That does give away a lot.
It does. But I was like, yeah, I would do that as well. I think that'll be interesting, closer to actual D&D gameplay.
Right.
But yeah, mods are actually quite nice.
So, quick question. Are we turning this into a video game discussion podcast, or are we actually going to make a question?
Well, if we didn't turn it into a video game discussion podcast, it'll be me ranting by myself for most of the time.
Yeah, because I'm just sitting here listening. Because my video game discussion is, ooh, Animal Crossing, fun. I like Minecraft. I'm a child.
I don't want to do another tangent, but I've had this podcast idea.
Here we go.
Where it was like, I thought it would be cool to do like a book a month club kind of thing, except for it'd be like indie games where it's like $5 or less on Steam.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's like, hey, for this month or for like this next couple weeks, play this very cheap game on Steam. And then the podcast, usually with me and someone else, just talk about our analytics and just deep dive into a indie game.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, okay, what's the next one? Roll randomly, and then we'll pick a random cheap indie game to play. I thought that would be a cool podcast idea.
That sounds like fun.
Don't steal it, listeners. I don't know if I'll ever do it, but don't steal it because that's my idea.
Yeah, we have it in recording. He thought of it first.
Sure.
All right. Are we
Well,
rolling
actually,
for this,
Tiffany, do you want
or-
to play indie games?
I don't normally play indie games.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay,
I
just
like watching other people play games.
okay. That's what I thought. Okay, let's just roll dice then.
Okay. 70.
Feel like we've done that before.
Last episode was 60. This episode was 70. I
Okay.
rolled a 0 on the D10 twice.
We have done 70.
Okay.
That was the sales assistant wanted. Incredible pay. It's a multi-level marketing job. That was episode 4.
Is that our pyramid scheme?
That was the pyramid scheme, but we made it into a love story.
Right.
That's a heist to remember.
Aw.
Do you want to go up or down?
Down.
Okay. 69. That was the Healers Guild, episode 21. 68 was Work from Home. Quest board breaks the internet, episode 47. One below that was a Ponzi scheme, episode 54. I don't remember the name of that one.
I remember us having an issue with that one.
That one, it was I don't remember the name of it, but I remember the entire like thing, that the overall thing we came up with, which was go meet him because it's clearly a scheme or a pyramid scheme or anything like that. But then when they get there, they're gonna find them dead, and then that's when the cops bust in, and then the party had to then clear their name by finding a ledger.
Yeah.
That episode name is Disorganized Crime, if you're curious. But 66 we have not done.
Woo.
Love of my life, please. I need your help to find me look cool in front of the love of my life.
To make me look cool.
To make me look cool in front of the love of my life, so that I can win her heart. God, we should have done this back in February. I can never hope to win her by normal means since I'm poor. I'll give you all of my life savings in return. Bonus if you look scary. And then it says DM note, but
so
I'm
that
going to
should
treat
be
that
in
as
parentheses.
I'm going to do parentheses for that. So
Yeah.
yeah, we got to make a guy look good.
Bonus if you look scary.
There's not a lot of like creative wiggle room though.
Not too much, no. Again, this is one where the players have to come up with what to do.
Yeah, that's the thing. Okay, how about this? Here's a twist. It's either the person who posts this or the love of their life. It says her heart. So the love is a woman.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean that the person who posted is a woman or a guy. It could be both.
Right.
But what happens if one of them is a ghost?
Oh.
Where it's hard to convey or like impress because they're dead.
Okay. So the one...
And then I just thought of the movie Ghost as I said this.
That is a movie.
With Patrick Swayze.
I actually haven't seen that one.
Oh, it's a classic.
I'm aware it's a classic. And
Everyone
I know about
knows
the whole
about the pottery scene.
Everyone knows whether or not you've seen the movie. You know about the pottery scene.
Okay, maybe not in the direction of a ghost. What are you thinking?
I do like your ghost idea. I think it would be neat. And in a fantasy setting, undead or ghosts can still be, characters and things. I'm liking the ghost idea. It doesn't have to be Ghost the movie unless the players end up going that
Well,
direction.
the moment you say that, they're going to.
Yeah.
Actually, no. It depends on the age.
Yeah. Doesn't have to be a ghost.
No, it does have to. God.
Front of the love of my life, so I can win her heart. She doesn't know he exists.
Oh, do you want to?
And he's, or the person who is trying to win her is poor.
Oh, are you doing the stereotypical rich girl, poor man?
That's what this is.
Yeah,
that's what it's saying. I'm just reading the quest.
Well,
maybe she is the daughter of a shopkeep. She's not necessarily rich, but she is comfortable in life. He feels like, I'm going to say he every time because that's just how my brain works. He feels like he has nothing to offer her because of him being poor.
Well, you could also do the story stereotype where if she's the daughter of a shopkeeper or whatever, and there's another suitor who is rich and, all that stuff, who the rich guy believes that having money and showering her with gifts is winning her favor, and he just feels like insignificant.
Mm-hmm.
But then you always do the whole thing of like, no, she really loves the poor guy because of him, and it's not about materialistic gain.
Yeah, it's about personality.
Yeah, you could easily do that as well. It's his insecurity towards another suitor instead of making her a mere materialistic B word.
Yeah. I was thinking that. I was thinking she was actually just like, oh, yay, another trinket that has no meaning behind it. But this guy's really nice. I like him. But he has no idea that she even knows who he is. Like, she sees him hanging around and knows his name. What? What do you got? What do you got?
I got it. No, probably gonna go. We're not gonna be in Fantasyland.
Oh, okay. Getting out of fantasy.
Yes. He is in love with this girl. And it's like a very surface love kind of thing. So he doesn't know much about her.
She's pretty.
She's very pretty and she acts nice and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Then the party will find out she's a part of like a Cthulhu cult.
Oh, here we go.
Because it doesn't have to end on this. This is like the catalyst that leads into something else, right?
It could be.
And like maybe in the beginning, bonus if you're scary and she's not scared because Eldritch Dark Horror.
Right. That ain't scary.
Or, yeah. In which then there's like, okay, well, what happens if we help out on like acting like adding the guy to the group and then it's like, hey, we'll join you on your next get together, your book club. It's like that thing. And then turns into like a robe thing in that scene where it's like, okay, join in. And then they like reveal the meeting place and it's got pentagrams and all like ritualistic kind of thing and the party would be like
what did we just walk into?
Yeah, that kind of thing.
That could work. That could be interesting. So now here's the fun question. Does the person trying to impress her go all in and get into the cult and do that just to woo her?
I think if the party is supposed to like take out like cultists and the evil and all that stuff, I think it'll be better if he realizes this or he's with them and is like shocked by it, and then the party has to deal with that.
Right.
Party has to subdue, kill, whatever, and then he'd be like regretful of falling deeply in love and just like has that sense of remorse.
Okay, that would be a good like tragic ending for a Cthulhian style.
And if you want to make him a recurring character, then like as like sitting on a bench that's like in a park or something, as he's like, I can't believe like I was in love with like this mad woman and all that stuff, and then a pretty lady walks by and then he just gets up like, hey,
how you do it?
Or if just make the comment of like, oh, I found my next love.
What if though she had done something to make him fall in love with her? She was luring him because he was going to be their next sacrifice or something like that.
I mean, yeah, it doesn't say anything about like she not reciprocating this love.
Yeah, no, he's fallen head over heels for her. He doesn't really know why, and really it's a spell or something that she has done to where the moment he laid eyes on her, he was head over heels in love with her.
Okay.
And would follow her anywhere, even into a sacrificial pit.
Oh, and then like the whole acting tough and scary is like it looks like that the party is going to kill her sacrifice. She has to stop it
Yeah,
because
so she tries to stop all of them by,
yeah.
like, I don't know, summoning something or getting her cult buddies in
No,
on
it'll
it.
be like probably she's capable herself,
Mm-hmm.
or she stops it, but then doesn't allow the. Okay, let's give the guy a name.
Oh, right, names.
It'll be easier for me to say this.
Grover.
That sounds like a good name.
Grover Hopkins.
So she will stop the fight or like pull Grover aside and like basically not allow him to be the hero in the moment.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so then he would feel like he didn't get a chance to look cool for his love. And so he asks him like the party again, like, you gotta help me out. Like, this didn't work out.
I have a name for her now.
Okay.
Estelle Atkins.
Estelle.
Mhm.
Okay, that works. So then it'll be, hey, didn't work out. Can you keep helping me? And that's when it'll be like, okay, well, we'll infiltrate and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Okay, next plan. We figure out what she's into, what she likes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what makes her happy, and we will like go in with you or something as like your buddies and help. I don't know.
Yeah.
Let them figure that out.
And then we'll ignore the fact that she's already seen the party
Right.
disguised.
Maybe they were disguised.
Maybe. That's
Or
up to them.
maybe the whole cult thing has hoods, so no one actually sees anyone's faces anyway.
Well, that'll be a funny, just like step by step. Like, it's the blissful ignorance kind of thing.
Yeah.
Where it'd be like, okay, yeah, we're gonna join this book club. Oh, everyone wears robes. Okay, and oh, hoods up and all that. Oh, we're going down this interesting tunnel.
Why are the candles blue?
It's very dark. Oh, okay, we're going to this nice, well-lit room. Oh, there's a lot of candles for a book reading session. It's like that stumble over and over.
Yeah,
It's
he's
like,
just so oblivious to everything.
and then right when maybe it's if you allow nudity in your game, where instead of just revealing hoods, is like robes off, everyone's naked with like sigils
shoot.
painted on their body.
Yeah. Or if you don't want to go full nudity, they can just have the bare minimum.
Yeah, but then that is the moment clip that clicks. That's like, oh,
Oh dear.
I'm sure the players would realize it's way before. But
Oh yeah, they know it's coming.
for Grover, it'll be like, huh, this is weird. Oh, this is weird. Oh,
Yeah. He's just happily oblivious. Because, you know, he's in love.
well, okay. So then,
Fake love.
when in that moment of like Grover, maybe she invited him to
Mhm.
this, and then he invites the party.
Yeah.
Because he's like, I still need you guys to make me look good, and
It's
this is like,
I don't feel comfortable going alone. I don't know anyone.
I'm meeting with her friends, and I gotta look good, so you guys gotta
I
help
gotta
me.
bring my own friends.
And so yeah, and so that's what he does.
Mm-hmm.
And then when she's like reveals and all that stuff, nude or not,
Yeah.
he's like, you're here to be our sacrifice, the
Mhm.
spiel. Since he's still technically under spell, he's like, okay.
Yep. Sure. Let's do this.
And the party's
thing.
like,
No, stop.
And then that's when the party intervenes, stops it.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, usually involves killing all of them. And then once the sheet's dead,
Mhm.
then Grover's gonna be.
Or subdued. They could, I mean, they're just cultists. They're pretty weak, so.
Well, this is called Cthulhu, different game system.
Right? Sorry, still thinking D&D.
Ah.
But they could still be pretty weak and easily subdued.
To be fair, this is still could work in D&D because cultists and all that stuff.
Right, still a thing. It could work in just about any setting, but fits better in Call of Cthulhu.
I was just thinking like trying to get out of fantasy.
Yeah.
That was the initial thought.
I honestly, for a split second, thought you were going cyberpunk or something.
I don't know how that would work for cyberpunk.
She's an android. He's a human. Their love was never meant to be.
I
Yeah,
mean,
that's where my brain went for a split second there.
when you said that, I just thought of like the Futurama episode
Most likely. There's so many.
where Philip dates Lucy Liu.
Oh, yeah.
Fry, I will never forget you. Memory deleted. Anyways, I think that's pretty much it. Do we have anything else to add?
No, it's pretty much this guy is just stuck under a spell and wants to impress this woman he loves because he's under a spell, and a whole party gets dragged into it, and oh shoot, it's a cult, and they just deal with it.
Does he remember it afterwards? Or was it just a hazy spell?
That can be up to our DM.
Yeah, if you want him being a reoccurring character or a loose end that the party has to deal with.
Yeah. If you want him to be a reoccurring character, you can have it so that he is unusually susceptible to love spells. And this happens again with a different person.
Just a pretty girl every time.
Uh-huh. Yeah. No,
After
just
the
be
third
like,
or fourth one,
Grover. No, you're not in love. It's a spell.
to the third or fourth one, he's like, I met this girl. He's like, okay, we gotta kill her.
Grover.
And then at the time where they're like, okay, we gotta kill her, is like, oh no, she was a normal one.
Wait, he was actually in love with her this time? Oh no.
She was actually sweet.
Hey, it happens. Love at first sight.
We got nothing else to add, do we?
No, I don't really have much else. Grover is kind of just,
Grover is pretty much the comic relief.
he is comic relief. He definitely is. If you want to make him a useful side character that they can find later and he could help with things, go for it. But I can't really think of anything else he'd be good for other than falling head over heels for the next pretty lady that walks by.
I mean, you should bring variety to your campaign and not just a bunch of pretty lay sacrificial cultists.
True.
Oh, make him want.
Maybe he just keeps getting himself
note.
into
No,
horrible
hang on,
situations.
I got an idea.
You got an idea? What is it?
This is like divination. It's the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Exact same thing.
Yeah.
But what happens if it's like a siren?
Oh, he finds a siren this time.
Yeah. Or if you want this as a one and only thing, it could be a cultist charming spell,
Mm-hmm.
a siren kind of thing.
Could be a siren.
It's the exact same process though.
Yes. If it's a siren, though, that would fit really well into a Monster of the Week type campaign.
That's also true.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, cultists could fit into Monster of the Week.
They could also, the cultists being the monster.
Yeah.
I can see how that works.
The organization is the monster.
Yeah. That's getting a little too political, though.
Humans are the monster all along.
I mean, humans are the most dangerous animal on our planet. We're destroying it.
Now this is getting into political talk.
Yeah, it is.
We try not to do that here.
Good point.
On
Moving
record, at least. Yeah, I guess that will be pretty much it. If you enjoy this, we do have 2 social medias. One is Twitter, or X if you want to call it that, at QuestboardPod. And the other one is YouTube at youtube.com/questboard-pod. If you put this into your game, let us know which one you did and if Grover was a reoccurring joke character, I guess.
Yeah.
Give us the Grover updates.
The Grover updates.
From the Grover files. Let us know down in the comments or tweet at us. And if you have a job posting of your own that you would like us to do, let us know on either platform. I think with that, I wish you all a good night.
And happy questing.